This is Dormouse03, continuing my Mass Effect 3 Insanity walkthrough, and this is continuing the mission Priority Earth. So, you're gonna fight a bunch of guys within this little building here, and take out as many as you can from outside. Just because you have more room to move. I think someone throws a grenade and I jump into the building to get away from it. But as much as you can, there it goes. Try to take care of stuff from outside because you just have more room to maneuver. In here it gets kind of claustrophobic. Just because there are a lot of guys and they will throw a lot of grenades and force you to move out of cover and move around this area. So don't be afraid to move, to try to get some angles on them and try to run around here and flank them, because it does work. So here we go again, just more of the same. And don't go in there. I mean, I shouldn't have to say that, but yeah, don't go in there. There are just too many things, and you can kill them just fine from sort of right here. So again, just a lot of the same standard enemies. Which is, as I was saying in the previous video, it's kind of disappointing. Not that there are a bunch of enemies and a lot of fighting and whatever. It's broken up enough by changes in location, you know, going in and out of the buildings, and something got around behind me there, and I'm not quite sure how. I was getting hit from behind, and I think maybe it was a grenade explosion that went off. But I think maybe the team took care of it. Sometimes when you do the biotic detonations, things will fly around, and they don't always die before they hit the ground, especially on Insanity. So, yep, there's still something back behind me. So I'm going to notice it here and go take care of him right now. So yeah, it's this cannibal, and he's almost dead. He took one punch to the face. Who do you think you are, bitch? Shooting me from behind. So, just watch your screen. Be aware of where things are shooting you from, and you'll be okay. So most things are dead here. Gonna push forward into this little alcove, and some more stuff will come out from the right. So you could back up and take care of it, but Shepard doesn't back up, so I'm gonna get shot here and stubbornly try to make my way forward with these few cannibal guys that are left. Yep. So as I was saying, the change in the location and the levels breaks it up enough so that it's not like, oh god, more of these. I mean, it feels like it's moving along at a fast pace. The checkpoints, they did a really good job with the checkpoints for the most part in this game, so to where it doesn't ever feel like you get through a section, you've gone a long way, and all of a sudden you die from, a random grenade that you ran toward it instead of away from it, which I tend to do by mistake, because, I don't know, for me it's just hard to tell where they are sometimes. But, so there's never really too many places where I felt like I got killed and I had to go back a really long way, and I think that speaks to good design and good testing, because there are a lot of games out these days where, I don't know, they just don't give you great checkpoints and or reliable checkpoints, and I don't know. That is what makes it hard. Often, I'll cite Call of Duty on that. You know, there are places where it just doesn't give you the checkpoint, and that's what makes it difficult and frustrating. And I think that that's not good design. And yes, I really like these little grabs, and I get another one here, which made me really happy. Doing a road. Yeah, I don't think it's ever good design to make something difficult by means of frustration. And by that I mean to put sort of checkpoints in sparsely so that, you know, you could get a fair way through a section and die and then go back a really long way, and it makes it really frustrating, and Mass Effect 3 is not guilty of that at all. So kudos to whoever was responsible, or I'm sure more than one person responsible for telling them, look, you don't make the game hard by making it frustrating for the players. There was never a point where I was playing Insanity and I thought to myself, oh God, I will never do this again, because it's just so frustrating. And I think that's a testament to the designers here, because there are plenty of games that I play on their hardest difficulty setting, and I get through them, and I have no desire to ever play through them again on the hardest difficulty. It's just a matter of getting through it, maybe for an achievement, maybe for some challenge. But I know that once I do it once, I'm never going to do it again. And for this, I don't know. I mean, I do like to be challenged in my games, so I probably will play through it again with different characters and different abilities and stuff on this difficulty, because it's not anything that it ever felt so overwhelmingly frustrating. There were sections that are hard. There are sections where you will die, but it never felt frustrating to me. So kudos for that. So just moving through, killing some guys, rolling around. I really like that they added in rolls. I just like rolling. I like rolling around in games. It's just a thing. I liked it in Jade Empire because they had it in there, and I like it in this. So thanks, guys. Well, Shepard just feels a lot more lighter on her feet and more mobile and more maneuverable, and faster, and I like that. So definitely a step up, even from the second game, and definitely from the first. So, you know, so when you push A, you run, and you actually run, and it's not just a camera angle that makes it appear like you're running. So yeah, I'm getting torn up a little bit here. And a good strategy for this area may be to go around to the left and try to flank things. But there was plenty of cover. Things weren't coming in here after me too much, so I could, you know, hang back in a corner and recharge my shields and whatnot. So that this wasn't too bad. But you want to take care of that brood, as always. Don't want to let him get too close, and want to try to take him out before he kills one of your squad mates. So that's good, he's gone. And now we can just finish off the rest of these guys. But, and again, this is, I mean, it's more of the same guys who've all been fighting the whole game. But the way that the level is laid out, it does feel like from section to section you are moving through areas that are slightly different. And it moves along at a quick enough pace that it never feels too repetitive, although it kind of is pretty repetitive. But it doesn't really feel that way when you're playing, so I guess that's what matters. Take care of these guys. And then pick up some ammo. Because when you go up to the next little part, there will be a couple of boots that pop out, so you want to get some ammo. Pick up any stuff that you can before this end here. And again, pushing Y to swap weapons as though I was playing Halo. Great. Isn't that funny how games, you get like, you forget what you're doing. You've played other things for so much that you get confused as to which buttons do what sometimes. But here are the boots. And you want to back up. It's interesting I didn't get hit right there. Seemed like I was going to. But you want to back up. You can go all the way back here and take these guys out. You don't want to fight them close quarters because they're too strong, too powerful, and you are not a Krogan. If you were Rex or Grunts, you could probably just rip their faces off. But you're not, so you want to back up. Alright, so coming up to the end of this little section here, I left in a cutscene at the end of this because it's pretty short and it's pretty nice. I guess the most that you get to see of the sort of epic battle. There's another one of those data pads that are scattered throughout, just telling about what was happening there on Earth while you were gone. So this is the end of this video. Just seeing this nice little cutscene here with your forces, Asari, Turian, and Krogan for me, fighting this battle. And I wish that there was more of this in there. Just showing what your forces are doing, what they're kind of up against. These Reapers that are just juggernauts of death. And I don't know. I wish there was more. So, see you in the next video.